Alright, it's time. Play the video. Hello everyone. It's been a while, hasn't it? Not since the last video. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about it's been a while since I've decided to visit this game. Now, you might not notice a thing that's different. You might notice this. A few things are different. I don't even know why I'm playing the music. It's copyrighted. So you might notice that, well, it's the same game. Why are we playing through this again? Didn't you make like 19 videos on this one game and it took you like so long to finish? Well, as you guys may know, we played the original game. The original game as in a version of the game that was, it's different from this version. Now, obviously, it doesn't look like that. It looks like the same game, right? It looks like the exact same game. It looks like nothing has changed. It looks like part one all over again. Now I have no idea, what to expect in this, but I guess I should introduce you guys to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This is the plus version of the game, which, simply has way more content, and I'm not gonna lie, it might be more than what I initially thought. When I downloaded this, I just expected just there to be, extra content. I don't know how much extra content there is. But without further ado, let's get into the game. Now, this is not going to be, I want to try to make this a little different from the actual playthrough, the 19 videos that I made on this one game. So, obviously, there's a lot of names we can go with. We can go with that. We can go with A. We can go with J. But we're going to go with how it was before. Simply just BJ. Because that's my name. If that wasn't obvious. Now, I have no idea what's in this game. A lot of, obviously, I don't know what to expect. It's the plus version of the game, so I'm pretty sure most of the content in here is going to be different. Like I said earlier. I'm pretty sure some of it is going to be the exact same as it was from the original game, but I have no idea. That's why we're playing through this, because I want to see the extra content, and apparently, based on, reviews on the game, Steam reviews, it seems like the game, it's very interesting, and I just had to take a look at it. So, yeah, this video, I don't know if I said it earlier, but this video is probably not going to be very long. Like, I'd say no longer than 20 minutes, because simply I don't have time to record a 30 or 50 minute video to do this. Not today. I promise, hopefully, that I'll make a part 2 to this and an entire series on the plus version of the game to completely finish it. That's all I'm going to say for the intro. I've already said way too much. So let's just get into the game. I don't know who this person is, but they're saying, "Hey!" I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arm in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. And that girl, Miss Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle from the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I'm gonna be honest. There's gonna be a lot of reading for this entire playthrough, and I'm not gonna lie, this game, the first, playthrough I did, it was an experience to say the least. You guys can go and watch the entire thing if you want to. Um, this game is very scary. It starts off very, happy at first, then it gets, creepy. Um, we're not there yet. We're gonna get there eventually. But yeah, I just want to point out that this is a very scary game. It's very scary, and it's kind of long. I won't lie. However, I just sigh and hide in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I tried to stop and wait for you. You said like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, BJ. Well, if people stare at you writing weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Now, two things. One, I don't remember if these are even the exact lines that were in the first or the original game. But I know this is exactly how it started. Two, some of the lines I can say that some of the lines are probably gonna be the exact same, and that's fine. Um, but I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I'm gonna, make 20 videos on this version of the game because it's I don't want to have to go through that again. Those 20 videos on the first game, almost 20 videos, took so long, and I didn't even finish the game. I don't even know. My I just couldn't. I just simply couldn't get an ending, and I just gave it up. So yeah, some of the lines are gonna be the exact same, and yeah, there's gonna be a little repetition. Um, and no, these aren't like this is a different video. Like it feels like me recording the entire other playlist all over again, but I promise, this is a different video. This is a different playthrough. It's just the game basically all over again. Well, if people start you writing weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine, but you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw nearer, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. And by the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, And I know you're happy now, but I doubt the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Maybe, 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 maybe not. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. This gives me a lot of nostalgia. Just so much. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I think you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. It's not happening. Eh? Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. I remember that. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marked the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you. Don't call me a new member. Eh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, BJ, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri was where... Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna stop this, stuttering, quirk I have. You know, I did this a lot, where I just read, and I keep reading, and I read faster and faster, and I keep stuttering. I'm gonna make sure that that doesn't happen this time. So, yeah. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table. So you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little so excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As they already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh my gosh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori taps with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. Alright. Give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. What? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy it too. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something fun out of it. Or something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. No, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, uh, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri treasures the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological element usually impress me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Look, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Asuka's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind me last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as good as you are. Sayori stows up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not you! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your own work, or, jeez, maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Oh gosh. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Uh, um, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, BJ? Monica smiles smartly at me again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been in my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, BJ, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. BJ, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, can I really impress the class door Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, BJ, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Whew, oh boy. With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. One of them. One of these girls. Alright, I'll need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that's rather. Hold up. Nope, no. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yes, it does start with writing a poem tonight. Okay, it's time to write a poem and pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Now, I have no idea if some of these words are going to be different than they were in the actual version. Probably, more than likely. Either way, the video ends here. Next video on this game, I want to make it probably as long as the original ones. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Um, but I'm gonna just go ahead and oh, cool. Autosave. That wasn't in the original game. I can say that. I'll still save here. It's always good to I guess it's always good to just save. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Between now and the next video on this game, I'll think about who we're gonna make a poem for first. It may be a surprise will happen. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, guys, hold on. So, funny story. That video, like obviously I ended the video. Not even like a minute later, or no, I think at least a minute later. A minute later, probably not even 2 minutes later, I closed the game, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be back on my desktop, and I see this. What the heck? What is this? Okay, never in my life have I seen a game do this. Okay, I don't. Oh, cool. Very cool. That's. Wow. Wait, hold up. Wait, whoa. So, what? Okay, hold up. So, you can set a wallpaper. Wait, this isn't. No. I want to make sure that this isn't like. Okay, no. So, this is. Okay, so if I set it to. Let's see. Let's say I want it to be this. This is gonna change the game wallpaper, right? Oh yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. And there's also okay, so I didn't mention this. Okay, I know this is copyright, but I just want to hear it. Okay, yeah, that's all we need. Your desktop wallpaper can have to change. Whoa, I thought it was gonna change the game wallpaper. I didn't know it was trying to change my actual wallpaper. Come on, bro. It's like, okay, we'll definitely unlock more stuff through this thing. How does this work? I've never seen a game do this ever in my life. So what? That's weird. Oh wow, you can window it and everything. Files. There's files too. How is this possible? Attributions. I have no idea. Okay. That reset. I'm not gonna click that because I think that resets the game or something. I don't know. I keep clicking the settings. I don't know why. Oh, did I check mail? Nope. No new mail. Okay. So yeah, we have this. CGs. Okay, one thing about the CGs, I forgot how many there were in the original version, but I think there were 3 for each character, so like, there were 9? No, there were 10. Because there was 1 for Monica, so, wait. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 CGs. Looks like we have, 10 secrets? Yeah, that's 10 secrets. We have sketches, and I have no idea what promo is. Well, we'll only figure out when we get to the later episodes of the game. So yeah, this is very cool. I've never seen a game do this, like, ever. This is insane. How is this possible? Okay, anyways, yeah, I said this video is gonna be like no longer than 20 minutes, and I guarantee you it's over 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video off here. If you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe again. And for real, I'll see you guys in the next one.